Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2007 ECE paper. Look at the circuits. There are two series resonant filters are shown, that is simple RLC circuits, and 3 dB bandwidth of filter 1 is B1, 3 dB bandwidth of filter 2 is B2. Find the value of B1 by B2 for the given L, R and C values. Okay. So first we will see how to calculate bandwidth of series resonant circuit, series RLC circuit. Then we will use the corresponding values. Okay. For a series RLC circuit, resonant frequency omega R is equal to 1 by root LC. Otherwise, resonant frequency FR is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. And next, Q factor for a series RLC circuit means omega L by R, otherwise 1 by omega CR. Reactance by resistance will give the quality factor for a series resonant circuit. And if you use omega value as 1 by root LC and substituting either of this Q value equations, then Q will be resulting in 1 by R times of square root of L by C. Okay. Now bandwidth is defined as bandwidth is equal to, okay, either it can be written as FR by Q or omega bandwidth is equal to omega R by Q. You can use either of this equation, but if you are using FR, then bandwidth is nothing but F2 minus F1. If you are using omega R, then it is omega 2 minus omega 1. Okay, so bandwidth in radians per second, bandwidth in hertz. If you are using F, bandwidth will be in hertz. If you are using omega, bandwidth will be in radians per second. Okay, only the units will be differed but not the value. So now we are going with this equation for simplicity. So bandwidth is defined as bandwidth is equal to resonant frequency by Q. So resonant frequency already we know 1 by root LC, and Q value also know 1 by R root L by C. So if you use those two things, you are going to get it as bandwidth is equal to R by L. It is simplified to R by L. Bandwidth of series RLC circuit is R by L. Now for filter 1, bandwidth is equal to, okay, R1 divided by L1. And R1 is going to be simply R, this is L1. So this is bandwidth B1. It is defined as B1 is equal to R by L1. Now bandwidth of filter 2, that is B2 is equal to R2 divided by L2. R2 means R and L2 means, L2 is given a L1 by 4. So which means B2 is equal to 4R by L1. And 4 times of R by L1 is B1. So the ratio between the bandwidth is B2 is equal to 4B1. Now we have to check whether the ratio asked is B1 by B2 or B2 by B1. Don't confuse over here. We know the relationship between B2 and B1. Now check about the question. It is B1 by B2. Generally we will go for the B2 by B1. That may be asked. You will assume in that way. But don't confuse, it is asked about the B1 by B2 ratio. B1 by B2 means 1 by 4. Okay, so the right answer for this one is D. D is the right answer, as the ratio asked is B1 by B2.